Hello and welcome. You watching this special edition of This is exclusive from the battleground of Karnataka. Over the next couple of minutes, we'll take you through the biggest headlines, what's really the talking point of this election season. Let's make no mistake, the Bajrang Dal controversy has now become one of the biggest election controversy of this season. Many say a few days ago, the food plate of the Bharatiya Janata Party was completely empty. It is now the Congress which appears to have handed it out to the Bharatiya Janata Party. We'll take you through our ground coverage, reporter spread across the state. The only national network getting you the real picture of the ground. But up first, these are the headlines we're tracking for you at this hour. Bajrang Dal controversy explodes. VHP stages Hanuman Chalisa recital across Karnataka.
See, Congress very well know that they can't ban it, but they are under the tremendous pressure of PFI and Sdpi.
Storm over ban Bajrang Dal call. BJP takes on Congress in an unrelenting attack.
We will not encourage or punish, or we will take drastic action against those institutions or the persons involved in that. What is the like? It can be inclusive or exclusive.
Clear divided Vadra Congress as anti-Hindu card backfires. Leader questions ban pitch. On the back foot, Vadra Congress attempts damage control. DKS visits Hanuman Temple. Owaisi wades into the debate as Bajrang Dal ban becomes the biggest poll issue. Questions both Congress and the BJP. At 37 kilometers, 17 constituencies, 10 lakh people in audience. Countdown to Prime Minister's mega roadshow has now begun. Well, started this edition with that big talking point this election season, the Bajrang Dal controversy. Ladies and gentlemen, when the Vadra Congress released their manifesto, they made an equation, and the equation was between the Bajrang Dal and the Popular Front of India. That was almost handing out the entire elections to the Bharatiya Janata Party. As we travel across different parts of Karnataka, what we essentially witness is that there was a point in time that the Vadra Congress's two campaigns, 40% Sarkara, Pay CM, did actually find resonance among the public. But what really changed in the last few days, and that, as the BJP points out, the anti-Hindu mindset of the Vadra Congress. What we witnessed over the last 48 hours was also the fact that the Congress appears to be a divided lot. That's because there is one section within the Congress party which says that this last minute addition of the Bajrang Dal and the fact equating them to Popular Front of India is only going to cost them dearly. Not just in coastal Karnataka, but be it in Mumbai, Karnataka or Hyderabad, Karnataka, essentially the impact can be seen. Over the next 48 hours, the crucial aspect of this entire election season, what's going to be important to see how the Prime Minister takes home this entire story of how the Vadra Congress appears to be a party which is only indulging in minority appeasement. All this and much more in this edition. But up first, let's get you the full details of the Prime Minister's road show. 37 kilometers, looking at multiple constituency, lakhs of people expected to gather. How exactly is the Bharatiya Janata Party preparing for that mega road show this weekend? Take a look at reports filed by my colleague Aneri as well as Prajwal.
A lot of various issues also being highlighted by the BJP. They talk about development works. Once they come to power, they also mentioned about Uniform Civil Code, NRC in their manifesto. Very important points being mentioned.
Absolutely, because there is a large research team more of for the BJP party here, and who better than Mr. Vijay to take us across and understand what exactly is working on the ground, because he is heading the monitoring cell here at the BJP, and let's try to also dive deep into the details and the sort of research that goes ahead and how they battle it out with the other political parties online, because now it's more of an online reach. And if you look at the literacy rate, the digital literacy rate in Karnataka, it's increased by over 37% comparing from 2018 to 2023 as well. So let's go to the man himself and just go across and speak. First and foremost, now looking at how the media monitoring cell is going on, you have been heading it, you're monitoring it yourself as well. You have a team of young individuals too. So what goes behind the research and what exactly happens here, and what are the sort of inputs and feedbacks that you will also be providing to the party?
Thanks, Prajwal. Thanks. Welcome to our monitoring room area. So here, as we know, this is the digital world. Karnataka is number one in all the digital platform. So BJP is not left behind as far as the digitalization, even our monitoring room is concerned. We manage close to around 24 channels. You can see Republic there, other channels, as well as our vernacular channels at the back. So we monitor minute by minute for 24 hours what's happening around, whatever the statements or whatever the news that is coming on various channels. We monitor them very closely and make sure that the positive news, most of the positive news, the development works which government has done over a period of time, what we are calling it as the double engine government, at the center by Modi ji and as well as the Bombay government. We make sure that those news are covered and sent to the people of Karnataka, so that they can get the first-hand experience as far as those news are concerned. So at the same time, if you see our setup, it's most professional one. I will not take you through what are the strategies we do, because you are out of bound of those. You are out of bound of that, and let me not discuss those things. But it is very well and professionally managed people. We have monitoring each channels, how they are hearing the news, and we make sure that it is brought to the leaders' notice. Within no time, we will call them or we will go to them personally, make sure that the narrative is set, so that they are updated.
Strong message which you are trying to give from this particular center, which you have BJP has.
Not all, even though the leaders are well aware, but most of the time they might not be aware of what's happening minute by minute. So we make sure that we bring into their notice and make sure that they are aware of what's happening across all the channels, across all the places in Karnataka, and we will prepare them. We will prepare them for making the talking points. So make sure that they are not left behind as far as the news is concerned.
Certainly appears to be a divided lot. Here's why. Veerappa Moily, former Chief Minister of Karnataka, former Union Minister, now says that the state never has the power to ban any organization. It is the centre. That perhaps the Congress party was very well aware of it. So what was the need to bring in that aspect of equating the Popular Front of India with that of Bajrang Dal? Listen in to what former Union Minister Veerappa Moily had to tell my colleague Priyanka Sharma earlier in the day.
I want to ask you what exactly had been the point for the Congress party to put this in the manifesto. A, were we planning on putting it? Or B, was this an error that was made from the party?
No error. Absolutely no error. It is a well considered, well thought out measure. They have done it. This is done in the background of the Constitution of India. It is again done in the background of the recent Supreme Court decision, where they said suo motu case will have to be registered against all those people who disturb law and order. Crime. This is it. So another point which you have been mentioned here, that communal polarization, BJP thinks this is their monopoly. they feel disturbed, when their monopolies, being attacked. We want communal peace. This is a district, coastal area. There are several, the Muslims are there, Christians are there, Marathis are there, Malayalis are there. Everybody, every, ethnic group is here. They live together peacefully centuries and centuries.
Chief Minister of Karnataka, Basavaraj Bommai, is now crisscrossing across his own constituency. But now he's taken on the Bajrang Congress, saying that it reflects the anti-Hindu mindset of the Bajrang Congress when they are basically equating the Bajrang Dal with the Popular Front of India. Going a step further, saying that it's a party which has been sympathizing with terrorists, something that the Prime Minister also echoed. Listen to what Chief Minister of Karnataka had to tell my colleague Harsha.
See, Congress very well know that they can't ban it, but they are under the tremendous pressure of PFI and Sdpi, and almost they are being Congress has been strangled by PF and Sdpi, and they have threatened that they will withdraw their support because openly they have declared support. Therefore, to appease Sdpi, PFI, anti-national forces, Congress has indulged in this. There is no powers to the state. Bajrang Dal is in all over the country, and Bajrang Dal has been working for the welfare of the society and raising certain issues. But comparing that to PFI, where it has been banned on strong grounds of anti-national activities, including terrorist activity, it is totally unfair, uncalled for, and it is got an evil design, evil political design, and Congress has to pay a heavy price for this.
Bommai sir, when DK Shivakumar says that there is a difference between Bajrang Bali and Bajrang Dal, when he says that Bajrang Dal is involved in the taking law and order in their own hands, and people of Karnataka understand the difference between Bajrang Bali and Bajrang Dal, then what's your take?
See, the relation between Bajrang Bali and Bajrang Dal is of Rama and Hanuman.
Okay.
What Hanuman is for Rama, Bajrang Dal is for Bajrang Bali. This Shivakumar can't understand. He has been wearing the green glass where he only sees minorities. So he can't understand this. So once again he is wrong and he has to pay a heavy price for this.
Well, the other aspect, the tacit understanding between the Sdpi and the Bajrang Congress. In a short while from now, the National General Secretary of the Sdpi, Mohammad Ilyas Tumbe, would be joining us on this broadcast. The Sdpi and the Congress have a tacit understanding in the state of Karnataka. While on the one hand, you have Jairam Ramesh calling them out, on the other, Mallikarjun Kharge basically calls them a secular party. What is important to point out here is that the Sdpi, which is also for time and again have essentially perhaps been soft on the Popular Front of India. Many would say that they are an extension, something that they have always denied, that they are not an extension of the Popular Front of India and they are a political party with their own rights. In fact, let me go across to my colleague Priyanka, who's joining us on this broadcast. She spoke to Mohammad Ilyas Tumbe earlier in the day. We'll try and get him, Mohammad Ilyas Tumbe, on this broadcast. But before that, a quick response. Let me get it from my colleague Priyanka. Priyanka, what's the mood like in coastal Karnataka? You have been there for the last 24 hours. You've spoken to some of the VHP leaders and of course the Sdpi angle. First, let's talk about what's the Sdpi angle to this. The BJP says that the Congress has been completely exposed. We'll try and reconnect with my colleague Priyanka in a short while from now. But let's put this into perspective. What Mohammad Ilyas Tumbe had to say earlier in the day. He's in fact called the Bajrang Congress a stupid party because this entire inclusion of Bajrang Dal and the fact that Popular Front of India was brought in says that this was nothing but to appease a few and hoping that the Congress party would cross the halfway mark by trying to consolidate the votes. But the fact of the matter is that, especially in Dakshin Kannada, is where they're going to face the trouble. Let me go across to my colleague Priyanka, who's joining us from Mangaluru. Priyanka, just give us a sense of what's really happening on the ground. A few days ago, the Congress appeared to be completely upbeat, hoping that they will be able to make that inroad in Dakshin Kannada. But this entire Bajrang Dal fiasco appears to be now costing them dearly.
It definitely seems like that, Shavan, because we did see how the Congress party had been trying to grasp at a defense today. All through the day, we have in fact seen the voices that are coming to light from the Congress party. They are trying to defend this point in the manifesto as to where they had said that they will be looking for a ban of the PFI, ban of the Bajrang Dal as well, and how the BJP in fact has also blown that up and how they have also cashed in on it, so to speak, and they have said that how the Congress party has always been an anti-Hindu party and that they have been always against the people of the community as well, and they have always been the party that does appeasement politics as well. Now, interestingly, Shavan, now not just the BJP but also the Sdpi that has come out and said this about the Congress party, and they have in fact claimed that the Congress party is the one playing appeasement politics with both the communities by putting these points in their manifestos, then be it about the Bajrang Dal or the PFI as well. But specifically about the PFI, they have also stated that these are all the things that are being said by the Congress party to which are an eyewash for the general electorate, because the PFI is already banned, and they have also said that the Congress party in the past as well has had the antecedents of making these kind of polarizing statements in any kind of campaigning, and the Congress party that has always played the appeasement politics, so to speak. They have also in fact talked about how every time that there is an election, the Congress party leadership from Delhi in fact descends upon the state and does the temple runs as well, claims to be a bigger Hindu than the BJP. So these are the kind of statements that we are seeing coming to light, and how in fact the statement of the Congress party, this point in the manifesto of the Congress party, is being received by the electorate and also by their own cadre, which Shavan is of course also being met with a lot of confusion, because as you also pointed out, we did see how the big leaders of the Congress party had come out today and tried to take a U-turn on this point of the manifesto of the PFI and banning of the PFI and the Bajrang Dal as well, and how they had in fact claimed that this is not possible if there is a state government of the Congress party. Even then, legally speaking, they will not be able to impose any kind of ban, and now in fact they're trying to defend this entire point in the manifesto. They're trying to stand their ground, but at the same time we do hear the chatter from the cadre as well, where they have stated how there was an error as far as the Kannada translation of the manifesto is concerned, and how that point had been missing from that particular manifesto as well. So they are in fact trying to spin stories about why this point had been even raised, since this is not working in their favor, and it seems as though they are realizing that, Shavan.
Well, thank you very much, Priyanka, for putting this into perspective. Let's also get the BJP version of this entire controversy. Union Minister Prahlad Joshi is now taken on the Bajrang Congress. As we have been pointing out, that all this while, the Bharatiya Janata Party was essentially struggling in the state of Karnataka. But what has essentially happened right now is that this entire Bajrang Dal controversy has become the biggest talking point. Encashing this is none other than the BJP, which has already made a massive plan to corner the Bajrang Congress. In fact, this evening around 7 o'clock, you will have several of the BJP leaders at multiple Hanuman temples where they would be reciting the Hanuman Chalisa, from where we'll be coming live to you. But first, listen in to what Prahlad Joshi had to say earlier in the day.
One is, this is the height of appeasement. They are trying to equate Bajrang Dal and PFI, which is unacceptable to any patriotic. I am not only telling to Bharatiya Janata Party or to Sangh, RSS or to Vishwa Hindu Parishad. No. The patriotic Indian will never accept the banning of either Bajrang Dal, Vishwa Hindu Parishad, RSS, because You may have the ideological difference with anybody. I don't mind for that. But they are never anti-national. They are never criminals. They are against the terrorism. And such, they are fighting against the terrorism. Some of them are their victims. And जब शिवकुमार जी ने कल कहा है कि PFI बैन किया है इसीलिए हम ये भी बैन करेंगे, ये क्या आर्ग्यूमेंट है क्या ये? तो इसीलिए ये हाइट ऑफ द अपीजमेंट है और जो लोग देशभक्त लोग हैं वो कांग्रेस को ठीक तरह से ए बी फिटिंग रिप्लाई देगा.
One more thing, Prahlad sir. When you see do you see that there's some understanding between SDPI and Congress? Once Congress manifesto got released where they said that they will ban Bajrang Dal, suddenly SDPI comes in favor and said that we are going to support Congress and will do door-to-door campaigning for Congress.
Last year they had SDPI had tactical understanding with the Congress party, and this year also this election also they have. Last election also they had the understanding, and this year also they had the understanding. And I had already told, that's why I did not repeat. When I saw this manifesto of the Congress party, I just came back to the front page and saw whether it is a Congress manifesto or Muslim League manifesto. That was that much of confusion. Muslim Arakshan and ban on Bajrang Dal and sympathetic to many such anti-national people. This is highly disturbing factor for the both country and the people.
Well, the understanding between the Vajra Congress and the SDPI, something that the Bharatiya Janata Party has been referring to. In fact, we spoke to Mohammad Ilyas Tumbe earlier in the day. We'll play that out in a short while from now. But before that, slipping into a short break. On the other side, we get you a full coverage of that battleground Karnataka with the largest team of reporters on the ground. Also on the other side, the controversy connected to the Kerala story.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए. और जब उस अवस्था का अनुभव होता है तो आपके भीतर शांति ही होती है. भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति जो है वो हिलती नहीं है.
ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿನಾ? ಏನ್ ತಮಾಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪಂಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ತಾತಂಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮಾತೆ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು. ಈಗ ನನಗೂ ಅದೇ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅದೇ ರಾಗ ಅದೇ ಹಾಡು. ನನ್ನ ಓಟು ಹೊಸ ಯೋಚನೆಗಳಿಗೆ. ಮೋದಿ ಅವರು 75 ಹೊಸ ಮುಖಾನ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿಗೆ ತರೋ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಕ್ಕೆ. ನನ್ನ ಓಟು ಮೋದಿ ಅವರ ಡಬಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ.
ಈ ಬಾರಿಯ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಬಹುಮತದ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ಸಾಕಾರ.
तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए. और जब उस अवस्था का अनुभव होता है तो आपके भीतर शांति ही होती है. भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति जो है वो हिलती नहीं है. ऐसा क्या है जो भगवान गौतम बुद्ध उन्होंने अनुभव किया और हम नहीं कर पाए?
You do still have the aspirations of being a chief minister, which almost every leader who spent so much time in public life would have that expectation. Why is it so wrong for you to admit the fact that yes, you have that kind of expectation?
Who said I don't have any aspiration? I am a politician, I am not a sannyasi, but my duty is to bring Congress party to power. and the party high command will decide on a democratic political process.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will be holding talks with counterparts of Russia, China and Uzbekistan ahead of the SCO Foreign Ministers meeting in Goa. President Draupadi Murmu will embark on a 3-day visit to her home state of Odisha from today. According to the President's Secretariat, President Murmu will lay the foundation stone for the skill training hub and community centre at Odisha's Paharpur. An encounter broke out between security forces and militants in Baramulla district of Jammu and Kashmir. Security forces shot dead 2 terrorists and said incriminating evidence including an AK-47, ammunition and cash was recovered. Infighting in Maharashtra opposition alliance, the Maha Vikas Aghadi, has escalated after the state Congress chief Nana Patole on Wednesday slammed the UBT leader Sanjay Raut, saying that the latter should not interfere in political affairs of other parties.
Popular Front of India's that has been banned, founding members of the Popular Front of India who were members of SIMI, direct links when it comes to terror activities. But the fact of the matter is that you don't have any such evidence. How can you equate Bajrang Dal and the Popular Front of India?
Whoever tried to create disturbance in the public on peace, disharmony, communal harmony, action will be taken.
What's the understanding between the Sdpi and the Bajrang Congress? In fact, Sdpi's National General Secretary Mohammad Ilyas Tumbe now calls the Congress party a stupid party. Why so? Listen in to what Tumbe had to tell my colleague Priyanka Sharma.
Are also trying to understand, sir, कि किस तरह से जो कांग्रेस पार्टी ने अपने मैनिफेस्टो में ये सारी बातें कही हैं, अब पीएफआई की बात की है, बजरंग दल की बात की है, एसडीपीआई एसेंशियली इज आल्सो अ पॉलिटिकल आउटफिट, और जो पीएफआई से का भी जो बात किया है उसमें कि टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं ये सारी चीजें, तो इसको आप पूरे पिक्चर को किस तरह से देखते हैं, क्योंकि आपने अपना सपोर्ट कांग्रेस को दिया हुआ है?
एक्चुअली ये जो कांग्रेस का जो मैनिफेस्टो में जो बताया गया है एक काइंड ऑफ एक हिपोक्रेसी बोल सकते हैं, क्योंकि PFI is already banned organization and there is no connection between PFI and SDPI, that is पूरे लोग जानते हैं, लेकिन PFI once already banned, again वो मैनिफेस्टो में डालने की ज़रूरत क्या है? ये जो एक बात ये बहुत अच्छी बात है, तो बजरंग दल को बैन करने के बारे में कांग्रेस हिस्ट्री में सबसे पहले बात किया है, लेकिन सिर्फ बजरंग दल नहीं है, ये कर्नाटक के अंदर बजरंग दल जी से अब बहुत सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, विश्व हिंदू परिषद है, RSS है, ये सारे चीज़ ऑलरेडी लोगों को टेरर ट्रेनिंग कैंप चला रहा है पूरे कर्नाटक के अंदर। बहुत सारे जगह में गौ माता के नाम पर मुसलमान और दलितों के ऊपर हमला किया है, चर्चों के ऊपर बहुत सारे ये घटना हुआ है, लेकिन ये सारी चीज़ों के बारे में कांग्रेस के मैनिफेस्टो में कुछ भी नहीं है। सिर्फ एक मुसलमानों को खुश करने के लिए बजरंग दल का नाम लिया है और हिंदू लोगों को खुश करने के लिए PFI का नाम लिया है। ये काइंड ऑफ अपीजमेंट पॉलिटिक्स है। कांग्रेस अभी तक अपना जो पुराना जो हिस्ट्री का जो अनुभव के ऊपर अभी तक लेसन यानी जो सबक नहीं सीखा है, लेकिन फिर भी वही गलती कर रहा है। ये अपीजमेंट पॉलिटिक्स कांग्रेस का बहुत बड़ा एक मुद्दा है। ये बैन के बारे में भी कांग्रेस जो बात कर रहा है, बैन के लिए ठीक, अगर किसी एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को बैन करने में क्या होगा, लेकिन ये जो ये एंटी सोशल जो घटना चल रहा है उसको जो कारणकर्ता कौन है, उसके ऊपर स्ट्रिंजेंट एक्शन लेने के बारे में
बात अब ये भी है कांग्रेस पार्टी की, अगर हम बात करें तो, क्योंकि आपने एक और चीज भी कही, मैं उसको भी आपको सवाल करना चाहूंगी कि पीएफआई का ऑफ कोर्स द एसडीपीआई इज अ पॉलिटिकल आउटफिट फॉर दैट, तो उसमें भी अगर कांग्रेस कहती है कि दे आर अगेंस्ट सच ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, इवन देन यू हैव अलाइंड योरसेल्फ विद द कांग्रेस पार्टी। दूसरा ये जो अब कांग्रेस पार्टी बोल रही है कि अब डिफेंस में भी आ रहे हैं, यू टर्न ले रहे हैं उन सब चीजों से, और वो कह रहे हैं कि अगर स्टेट जो गवर्नमेंट है वो बैन कर नहीं सकती, तो इट सीम्स लाइक अ इशू दैट हैड बीन क्रिएटेड आउट ऑफ नथिंग।
एक बात मैं आपको क्लियर करना चाहता हूँ, एसडीपीआई पीएफआई का एक पॉलिटिकल आउटफिट नहीं है। एसडीपीआई टोटली एक इंडिपेंडेंट पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है। इसमें बहुत सारे लोग इसमें जुड़े हुए हैं, हिंदू, मुस्लिम, क्रिश्चियन, बहुत सारे ऑल रिलीजन्स के लोग इसमें जुड़े हुए हैं, और पीएफआई के साथ एक कनेक्शन है बोलकर बोल नहीं सकते। दिस इज टोटली एक पॉलिटिकल मूवमेंट है।
Bajrang Dal controversy explodes. VHP stages Hanuman Chalisa recital across Karnataka. Ban Bajrang Dal call becomes the biggest election controversy. BJP launches an unrelenting attack. On the back foot, Bajrang Congress attempts damage control. DKS visits Hanuman temple. Big relief for the makers of the Kerala story. Supreme Court refuses to stay release. Complete crackdown on mafia in Uttar Pradesh. Dreaded gangster Anil Dujana killed in encounter. Lavrov, Quinn and Bhutto in presence. All eyes on the big SCO meeting in Goa. The Madras High Court dismissed a petition against the release of the movie The Kerala Story, which is slated to hit cinemas on the 5th of May. The Madras High Court also wrapped the petitioner for approaching it, seeking a ban on the release of The Kerala Story. The Kerala Story is directed by Sudipto Sen, is based on the alleged radicalization and conversion of young Hindu women to Islam in Kerala before inducting them into the terrorist outfit, the Islamic State. And my colleague Varshini is joining us live on the broadcast for more on this story. Varshini, it's a big relief for the makers of the Kerala Story. This movie is going to be released tomorrow.
Well, absolutely, yes. So the movie is slated to release tomorrow. Though the movie has now raised a lot of eyebrows and raised a lot of questions in the society, it is still being released tomorrow, as you rightly mentioned, where, a lot of people are going to be directly or indirectly affected by the core content of the movie. And that is exactly why the petitioner also moved to Madras High Court, seeking a ban on the release of this film. And we also hear from sources that confirm to us about how there could be...
और उन्होंने ये बात कह के इस प्रोसीडिंग्स को क्लोज कर दिया.
Star Indian wrestlers protesting against WFI chief and a BJP MP Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh said the honours conferred on them by the Indian government are of no use if they are being subjected to abuse and misbehaviour by the Delhi police. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee blasted the ruling BJP in a veiled tweet after protesting wrestlers alleged that the Delhi police manhandled and abused them during a scuffle late last night at Jantar Mantar. The Trinamool Congress Supremo backed the aggrieved wrestlers and said disturbing the honours of our daughters in this manner is utterly shameful. The Delhi High Court sought a response of the Enforcement Directorate on a plea by former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia seeking bail in a money laundering case related to the alleged excise policy scam. Supreme Court again declines to interfere with the release of the movie The Kerala Story, refusing to direct Kerala High Court to take up urgent pleas related to the release of the movie. An army chopper crashed near Machna village in Marwa Tehsil in Kishtwar district of Jammu and Kashmir. As many as 3 people were on board the chopper when the crash happened. Following violent clashes in several parts of Manipur, Chief Minister Biren Singh said the incidents were a result of a prevailing misunderstanding between two communities and appealed to the people of the state to cooperate with the government to maintain law and order. The Congress said the BJP's politics of hate was responsible for the violent confrontation between two communities in Manipur. Taking to Twitter, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge said, and I quote, "Manipur is burning. BJP has created fissures among the communities and destroyed the peace of a beautiful state," unquote. President Draupadi Murmu has begun her 3-day visit to her home district of Mayurbhanj in Odisha. Murmu was given a ceremonial welcome at the Badam Pahad helipad by Governor Ganeshilal, Union Minister Bishweshwar Turu, Odisha Steel and Mines Minister Praful Malik and local MLAs. Time for a very short break, but we'll be right back. Bajrang Dal controversy is only exploding here. BHP staging Hanuman Chalisa recital across Karnataka. On the back foot, the Bajrang Congress attempts damage control now. DKS visits Hanuman Temple. All that and much more on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए। और जब उस अवस्था का अनुभव होता है तो आपके भीतर शांति ही होती है। भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति जो है वो हिलती नहीं है।
ಏನ್ ತಮಾಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ? ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜನ ಒಡೆದು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಕೊಟ್ವಿ ಅಂದವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಓಟ್ ಕೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಮೋದಿಯವರು ಮೀಸಲಾತಿನ ಸಮಾನವಾಗಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ನನ್ನ ಓಟು ಭೇದ ಭಾವ ಇಲ್ಲದ ಬಿಜೆಪಿಗೆ, ಮೋದಿಯವರ ಡಬಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ.
ಈ ಬಾರಿಯ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಬಹುಮತ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ಸಾಕಾರ.
तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए। भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति जो है वो हिलती नहीं है।
For your party, Rahul Gandhi on a daily basis keeps abusing the RSS. Why would you then take Jagdish Shettar into the Congress fold?
They have their own experience, well-matured people, 6-time MLA, former Chief Minister, former Deputy Chief Minister. They know, you and I also know about the history of RSS. We believe in different ideology. So he also thought that now we have to go for a change. It is earlier RSS may be different, now RSS may be different.
Popular Front of India's that has been banned, founding members of the Popular Front of India who were members of SIMI, direct links when it comes to terror activities. But the fact of the matter is that you don't have any such evidence. How can you equate Bajrang Dal and the Popular Front of India?
Whoever tried to create disturbance in the public on peace, disharmony, communal harmony, action will be taken.
You do still have the aspirations of being a chief minister, which almost every leader of who spent so much time in public life would have that expectation. Why is it so wrong for you to admit the fact that yes, you have that kind of expectation?
Who said I don't have any aspiration? I am a politician, I am not a sannyasi, but my duty is to bring Congress party to power. And the party high command will decide on a democratic political process.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will be holding talks with counterparts of Russia, China and Uzbekistan ahead of the SCO Foreign Ministers meeting in Goa. President Draupadi Murmu will embark on a 3-day visit to her home state of Odisha. From today, according to the President's Secretariat, President Murmu will lay the foundation stone for the skill training hub and community centre at Odisha's Paharpur. An encounter broke out between security forces and militants in Baramulla district of Jammu and Kashmir. Security
Big breaking coming in at the SCO. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar had a detailed discussion with the State Councillor and Foreign Minister Qin Kang of China on bilateral relationships. Jaishankar has tweeted, and I quote, "The focus remains on resolving outstanding issues and ensuring peace and tranquility in the border areas." Also discussed SCO, G20 and BRICS. Viewers, that is the big breaking news we are getting in. S. Jaishankar, Foreign Minister of India, has discussed border issue with his Chinese counterpart. This coming in from Goa as the meetings with several foreign ministers are being held. Earlier you saw the meeting with Jaishankar and Lavrov, Sergei Lavrov, Foreign Minister of Russia. The meeting with S. Jaishankar. To the left of your screens and to the right of your screens is the Foreign Minister of China meeting S. Jaishankar, the Foreign Minister of India. And right now what we know is that the LAC issue, the line of actual control issue that has been a flashpoint between the two countries have been discussed by colleagues. Suyesha is reporting from Ground Zero in Goa. Suyesha, a big development coming in. We were expecting that this very important issue will be... All right, we seem to... All right, we are getting some report from Goa that my colleague Suyesha Sawant has filed from the venue of the SCO summit. Let's take a look at this.
This is the venue of the SCO Foreign Ministers meet in Goa, where it is a two-day event that has been planned through today and tomorrow. That is the 4th and 5th of May, where all the member countries and their foreign ministers will be meeting. Now, let me tell you, as of today, what is happening is three bilaterals that are lined up with EAM Jaishankar, who will be meeting his Russian counterpart, Chinese counterpart and Uzbekistan. Also to understand that the Pakistan delegation will be arriving this evening. Now, this is grabbing the headlines as it is after 11 years after Hina Rabbani Khan's previous visit in 2011 that that Pakistan will be making an in-person presence, and it will not be a virtual meeting as it was in the defense ministers meet. Let's also understand that very unlikely that there will be any bilateral schedule between the two countries, as is being maintained, where Pakistan is saying that this is their commitment to the SCO Charter, and India also making it very clear, especially after the Poonch attack, that a neighbor that engages in sponsoring and encouraging cross-border terrorism, there will be no talks unless they really live up to their commitment. So we are seeing that around this evening is when the Pakistan delegation is expected, led by Bilawal Bhutto, Pakistan Foreign Minister, and also Hina Rabbani Khan, MOS for Foreign Affairs in Pakistan. And as far as the bilateral with China is concerned, EM Jaishankar is also likely to talk about the situation at the LAC and how they expect China to honor the pact and the agreement that has been agreed upon between the two countries. Even when it comes to Russia, it is primarily about economic cooperation and the large deficit that, trade deficit, I beg your pardon, that India has been facing with Russia, especially post the procurement of large volumes of crude oil amid the Ukrainian crisis on discounted rates, and that is primarily to figure in talks with Russia to make it a deal that is in the mutual interest of both countries. This is also coming in the backdrop of Kremlin claiming an assassination attempt against Putin and leveling all these allegations against Zelensky in Ukraine, which of course the Russian embassy had said that Sergei Lavrov's visit to India will not be impacted in any which way. In fact, he did arrive this morning. So these are the updates coming in from the first day of the SCO summit. And the main event, that is tomorrow, that is the 5th of May, is when the meeting will actually take place.
Republic TV reporting live from, reporting there the SCO summit and tracking all development. But lots more on the other side. Big relief for the makers of the Kerala story. Supreme Court has refused to stay the release. Complete crackdown on mafia in Uttar Pradesh. Dreaded gangster Anil Dujana has been killed in an encounter. And lots more on the other side. Stay tuned to Republic TV.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए। और जब उस अवस्था का अनुभव होता है तो आपके भीतर शांति ही होती है। भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति जो है वो हिलती नहीं है। ऐसा क्या है जो भगवान गौतम बुद्ध उन्होंने अनुभव किया और हम नहीं कर पाए?
ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿನಾ ಏನ್ ತಮಾಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪಂಗೆ ನಮ್ ತಾತಂಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮಾತೆ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು. ಈಗ ನನಗೂ ಅದೇ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅದೇ ರಾಗ ಅದೇ ಹಾಡು. ನನ್ನ ಓಟು ಹೊಸ ಯೋಚನೆಗಳಿಗೆ. ಮೋದಿ ಅವರು 75 ಹೊಸ ಮುಖಾನ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿಗೆ ತರೋ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಕ್ಕೆ. ನನ್ನ ಓಟು ಮೋದಿ ಅವರ ಡಬಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ.
ಈ ಬಾರಿಯ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಬಹುಮತ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ಸಾಕಾರ.
तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए. भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति जो है वो हिलती नहीं है.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will be holding talks with counterparts of Russia, China and Uzbekistan ahead of the SCO Foreign Ministers meeting in Goa. President Draupadi Murmu will embark on a 3-day visit to her home state of Odisha. From today, according to the President's Secretariat, President Murmu will lay the foundation stone for the skill training hub and community centre at Odisha's Paharpur. An encounter broke out between security forces and militants in Baramulla district of Jammu and Kashmir. Security forces shot dead 2 terrorists and said incriminating evidence including an AK-47, ammunition and cash was recovered. Infighting in Maharashtra opposition alliance, the Maha Vikas Aghadi has escalated after the state Congress chief Nana Patole on Wednesday slammed the UBT leader Sanjay Raut, saying that the latter should not interfere in political affairs of other parties.
You do still have the aspirations of being a chief minister, which almost every leader who spent so much time in public life would have that expectation. Why is it so wrong for you to admit the fact that yes, you have that kind of expectation?
Who said I don't have any aspiration? I am a politician. I am not a sannyasi. But my duty is to bring Congress party to power. And the party high command will decide on a democratic political process.
Popular Front of India's that has been banned, founding members of the Popular Front of India who were members of SIMI, direct links when it comes to terror activities. But the fact of the matter is that you don't have any such evidence. How can you equate Bajrang Dal and the Popular Front of India?
Whoever tried to create disturbance in the public on peace, disharmony, communal harmony, action will be taken.
For your party, Rahul Gandhi on a daily basis keeps abusing the RSS. Why would you then take Jagdish Shettar into the Congress fold?
They have their own experience, well-matured people, 6-time MLA, former Chief Minister, former Deputy Chief Minister. They know, you and I also know about the history of RSS. We believe in different ideology. So he also thought that now we have to go for a change. It is earlier RSS may be different, now RSS may be different.
Popular Front of India's that has been banned, founding members of the Popular Front of India who were members of SIMI, direct links when it comes to terror activities. But the fact of the matter is that you don't have any such evidence. How can you equate Bajrang Dal and the Popular Front of India?
Whoever tried to create disturbance in the public on peace, disharmony, communal harmony, action will be taken.
All right, getting you updates from the SCO meeting, and what the latest we're getting in is that the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has held a bilateral meeting with his Chinese counterpart on the sidelines of the SCO summit and SCO meeting. And right now we can see the visual to the right of your screens is Jaishankar meeting Queen Gang. And remember, the LAC issue that has been going on for 3 years, it has become a flashpoint between the two countries. This issue was taken up, and S. Jaishankar has tweeted, in fact, on this. My colleague Suyesha Sawant is reporting live from the venue. Suyesha, a big development coming in there. For the past 3 years, we do know that border issue has been a flashpoint between the two countries, and this meeting is indeed between the two leaders is the second in, of course, as many days in second meeting in 2 months now. And the LAC issue, S. Jaishankar has been always vocal about this issue, and he has always, never minced his words about it. And again, he has reiterated his demand for China to comply with the agreements and maintain peace on the border.
Oh, yes, absolutely. In fact, Rakshita, let's take our viewers through the two important bilaterals that were scheduled for today. And very honestly, all eyes really on what will be discussed in these two bilateral meetings. So this is with S. Jaishankar with his Russian counterpart and Chinese counterpart. Now, as you're saying, that it was a meeting with King Gang. And let's also tell our viewers that it was a tweet put out by EAM where it clearly states that a detailed discussion with State Council and Foreign Minister Qin Gang of China on our bilateral relationship focus remains on resolving outstanding issues and ensuring peace and tranquility in the border areas. Also discussed SCO, G20 and BRICS. So primarily this is exactly was also being reported, but confirmation now only coming in as this meeting has happened and both the foreign ministers have met and discussed these issues. LAC certainly figuring in these talks and was quite on expected lines because that was the very standpoint that China has to respect the pact and the agreements that have been decided upon by the two nations, and this is exactly what figured in the talks with China. Now, even with Russia, in fact, Russia has the Russian Foreign Ministry has also put out a statement that reads, and I quote, that talks were held with Dr. S. Jaishankar as a part of the Goa visit to participate in the meeting of SCO Council of Foreign Ministers, a trust-based exchange of views on the main issues of bilateral relations, including the schedule of upcoming contacts as well as topical issues on the global and regional agenda took place. Also, the ministers praised the dynamics of cooperation in key areas of the special and privileged strategic partnership between the two nations and the intention to further strengthen coordination to develop common approaches within the framework of interaction at the most important international platforms, including SCO, BRICS, the UN and G20 was confirmed. So primarily on the same lines as all these issues were discussed, and the focus was really on regional and global issues, which was obviously figuring in both these bilaterals through the day that happened.
All right. Thank you so much, Suyesha, for joining us with all those details and inputs on that developing story. All right, viewers, time for a short break right now, but we're also getting in some live coverage from the Bajrang Dal protest from across the country. Remember, this has become a major flashpoint as far as the elections in Karnataka is concerned, and we are, of course, seeing protests coming in from various locations now, and these are the visuals on your screens right now. We continue to track the protest, the Bajrang Dal controversy on Republic TV. Stay tuned. More on the other side.
तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए। भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति जो है वो हिलती नहीं है।
ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಏನ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಏನ್ ತಮಾಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ 60 ವರ್ಷ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕನ ನೆಟ್ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡಿದಿದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಓಟು ಸುಳ್ಳಿನ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಮೆಟ್ರೋ, ಹೈವೇ, ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್, ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ನ ನೀಡಿದವ್ರಿಗೆ. ನನ್ನ ಓಟು ಡಬಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ಗೆ, ಡಬಲ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಮೋದಿಯವರ ಡಬಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ.
ಈ ಬಾರಿಯ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಬಹುಮತ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ಸಾಕಾರ. तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए। और जब उस अवस्था का अनुभव होता है तो आपके भीतर शांति ही होती है। भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति जो है वो हिलती नहीं है।
Popular Front of India's that has been banned, founding members of the Popular Front of India who are members of SIMI, direct links when it comes to terror activities. But the fact of the matter is that you don't have any such evidence. How can you equate Bajrang Dal and the Popular Front of India?
Whoever tried to create disturbance in the public on peace, disharmony, communal harmony, action will be taken.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will be holding talks with counterparts of Russia, China and Uzbekistan ahead of the SCO Foreign Ministers meeting in Goa. President Draupadi Murmu will embark on a 3-day visit to her home state of Odisha. From today, according to the President's Secretariat, President Murmu will lay the foundation stone for the skill training hub and community centre at Odisha's Paharpur. An encounter broke out between security forces and militants in Baramulla district of Jammu and Kashmir. Security forces shot dead 2 terrorists and said incriminating evidence, including an AK-47, ammunition and cash was recovered. Infighting in Maharashtra opposition alliance, the Maha Vikas Aghadi, has escalated after the state Congress chief Nana Patole on Wednesday slammed the UBT leader Sanjay Raut, saying that the latter should not interfere in political affairs of other parties.
For your party, Rahul Gandhi on a daily basis keeps abusing the RSS. Why would you then take Jagdish Shettar into the Congress fold?
They have their own experience, well-matured people, 6-time MLA, former chief minister, former deputy chief minister. They know, even I also know about the history of RSS. We believe in different ideology. So he also thought that now we have to go for a change. It is earlier RSS may be different, now RSS may be different.
You do still have the
Bajrang Dal controversy puts Congress on the back foot. Anti-Hindu image hits the Congress before elections. Bajrang Dal ban pitch becoming the biggest election issue, debating tonight at 9 p.m. Thank you for joining us on the biggest story tonight. The Congress party has made a big mistake in battleground Karnataka, one that could cost them. As of this minute, the Congress is on the back foot. So much so on the back foot that topmost leaders falling over each other to undo the mistake made in the manifesto when they said they would ban the Bajrang Dal. Top leader saying now, today, that they will not and cannot, and there is no proposal to ban the Bajrang Dal. That's the situation of the Congress party. Again, trying to fight the anti-Hindu image that they themselves created in the first place. That's our biggest story tonight. The Bajrang Dal is protesting, Hanuman Chalisa being chanted, and we're going live to temples in Karnataka this evening. Here are the headlines.